what are some of the kind of things that you felt help you get on your way in your career as you kind of look back on the whole journey?
I think always being humble about what you don't know and being clear about what you don't know. I still always believe, and that ties to the second element that I think I really cherish. And this is what I learned from my mom, is that you're a constant learner. My mom, was a nurse. She actually was a teacher, trained as a teacher, became a nurse here when she moved to the States, and wanted to do more and went back to school to then go learn finance and go work. She ended up working at Verizon Wireless before she had her stroke. And my mom was one of those people that just studied constantly. So the thought that I went back to medical school later in life actually wasn't so unnatural, because it was something about how do you constantly learn? And I think using your relationships and your colleagues, your former colleagues, your friends, your mentors, and constantly asking for advice and how do I do this better, I think has been really, really critical for me, because I do think I can always be better. Like I'm not satisfied with where I am as a leader. I'm not satisfied with where I am as a engineer. I'm not satisfied with where I am as a physician. Like, I want to make sure that I continuously push myself to be better. And I think having grit along the way, because you're going to have bumps. It's not always going to be easy. And I also learned, I think, that grit from my mom of watching her, throughout her life, be willing to take some steps back, but actually use that to learn and do something different. So that's also enabled me to be, as you just said, I've had a pretty circuitous path, right? Like, I've done a variety of different things, and change has been, I think, the ability to have faith in myself and the grit of being willing to make some changes and adapt and learn and constantly enrich and learn, I think has been really helpful as a leader. And I still think I'm learning. I mean, there's so much more to learn. I'm nowhere where I want to be, and being realistic that, we're always a work in progress. And the ability to enjoy the process of being a work in progress, I think, is what I'm starting to really appreciate as I move across in my career, as well as in my years, as I move along in my years.